Hello, 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 people. I'm Jay, and you're watching DS Tech Media. And in this video, we're going to be reviewing Elementary OS, the fifth release, Juno, which came out a few weeks ago, meaning I'm late. But you know what they say, better late than never. So here we go. So I've personally been using Elementary for over 3 years, exclusively on my laptops. I don't know why I only use it on my laptops, but I'm a big fan of the window manager. Um, it it makes multitasking very very good on a small screen. So here we are. This is the desktop. A lot of people compare it to Mac OS, but it really is its own thing, I think. In the last release, the big thing was the App Center. Elementary has a strong community of developers. In this release, they've added a few little features, but it's mostly been about improving their apps. They ship their own applications, so all of the applications are native to Elementary OS that come with it out of the box. So this is called Slingshot. It's the the app launcher, and let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 15 apps out of the box. We got a screenshot, music, video. Pretty sure it ships with a document viewer as well. Actually, let's look into that. Hmm. Wow, we got window control and workspace control, screenshot, and system all listed here. And that's a link to the keyboard shortcuts. Okay, cool. Which is, it's good looking, works pretty well. Does everything that we need an email client to do. This is the photo manager, which is originally based on Shotwell, I believe. These are all photos that I took with my Google Pixel. You can edit raw photos. That's the automatic improve. And then you can manually adjust as well. And there's also a publish option, which Facebook, Flickr, Google Photos, and not sure what that one is, but overall it's pretty good. It's a decent photo manager for sure. And this is the music player, which I really actually like this music player a lot. So we've got presets for the EQ. And they work pretty well, and you can make your own as well. And you can save them there. We've got a album artwork view. You can add ratings. It's pretty cool. Of course it looks a lot like iTunes. And then what you're playing appears up here. And the artwork appears as well up there. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Got a video player. The terminal, which now has themes, which is pretty cool. And a search bar built in. We've got a calendar, which you can import. If you have a CalDAV or a Google account, you can import either one of those. Very nice. You can also create events with locations, make invites, set reminders, and reoccurring. Very nice. And of course your calendar, and I believe your events will appear up here as well. Let's see. So we'll go to settings, desktop, got some wallpapers, some dock options, and hot corner settings. Got some cool privacy settings. We got a built-in firewall, which is very nice. Housekeeping, we can turn off location services, locking, and I believe it's Banff Daemon or Zeitgeist. I can't even remember which one, but that records what you do and things like this. You can turn that off. Displays. Oh yeah, we have nightlight features now, which is pretty cool. We can do it manually or have it come on sun up to sundown. Very nice. We got sound options. And whenever your system is recording audio or is interacting with the microphone, you can see it up there, which is very neat. This is a VM, so obviously it doesn't know. We got the power settings. And online accounts, Last.fm, Fastmail, and an IMAP email account login. Not as much as Ubuntu ships with, but we'll take it. Let's see, we got media sharing, which is very cool. About date and time, got parental control settings, which is very nice. And of course, universal access. Notification controls, which I like elementary's notifications, kind of like Ubuntu's old notifications. We got a camera, which of course is not going to work in this case. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the file manager. Here we go. I like this feature, how you can highlight certain things so that they're there when you come back to them, you'll know. Oh. See, there's the highlighting. That's pretty neat. We got different views for that. They try and keep it pretty minimal. Got the calculator with the advanced calculator. Okay, so this is the Epiphany web browser, which they ship with as their default browser rather than Firefox. And it now includes Firefox Sync, which is very, very cool. And I've played around with it a little bit, and it's definitely a lot more stable. It was unusable in the past because of lack of stability. Go ahead and download this. See, look, open in document viewer. Yeah, I feel like they should have this listed in the app search. It's a pretty full-featured application. I guess because it's not theirs. I'm not really sure why they don't have it in there. Alright. So yeah, I mean, this is actually usable now. I've even tested YouTube and everything with it, so it's pretty awesome. So, a big thing is that Elementary has their own app center, and it includes all of the Ubuntu apps that the Ubuntu Software Center has, but they also have their own third-party apps that are specifically developed for Elementary OS. I'm not sure why some of these are grayed out. No, that's interesting. I guess they're grayed out because they haven't been added to the latest version, which we're using, which is Juno. So I guess people kind of dropped development of these, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see if any of these are ones that I use. Some of Elementary's apps are so good that, for the longest time, like right now I'm using Ubuntu with GNOME, but I was using Arch, and I needed some of these apps for Arch. Like, for instance, let's see. Quilter. Quilter is easily one of my favorite apps. I do all my writing in this. I've changed it a little bit. It used to be that would create a line there. Let's see, we got different modes. We got the cheat sheet. Export to PDF, export to, or PDF, export to HTML. All good things, all good things. But yeah, they have over 100 apps that are developed just for elementary. It's pretty great. And you do your updates through this as well. You can see everything that's going to get updated. It's really an awesome platform. And they also have a lot of good development for their apps. So you got a Vala compiler, which all of Elementary's apps are written in Vala, which is a GNOME thing, GNOME project thing. And the visual appearance is all libgranite, so that's what gives it the consistency. Okay, so this is one of my favorite functions of Pantheon and Elementary. You can drag windows to virtual desktops this way, or this way, which is awesome. Also, hitting Windows key A tiles them. Let's go ahead and open some more. And then you can do Windows key and Alt to drag it between screens. It's really a great way to manage your windows. It's so simple. And this is actually a new feature where you hit Windows key F and you get this awesome picture in a picture mode, and you can place that anywhere you want. And like, we could watch terminal output, or we could, you know, have a list or something. Oh, another thing. Command control. Oh, there we go. And then when you resize, it resizes both. Which that's a new feature. It's pretty cool. Okay, so the most work that they've done has gone into Scratch, which is now elementary code. And I've taken the time to load my some of my web design. And you got the terminal now. Theming. And there's a sidebar and there's Git integration. And you can, of course, preview your site or whatever you're working on. Some of my bad web design. And we've got, let's see, preferences, interface, extensions. Got a lot of cool extensions now. Vim emulation, terminal, spell checking, strip trailing white space, preserve indent, outline, pastebin. And we can, of course, upload to pastebin. There used to be more options there, but oh well. But the idea is that we've got a built-in integration environment. I personally use brackets, but I always need a separate text editor for certain things. When I'm working, even on development stuff, I'll have two text editors to keep certain things separate, and I always use Scratch for that, or I'm sorry, elementary code. But yeah, all in all, it's a really good release. So as far as my critiquing of it, I do not like the way they handle window controls. So maximize, unmaximize, and close. That is not something people are accustomed to, and that's a little off-putting. You can minimize if you click on the icon, or if you right-click up in the top, there is a minimize. I thought there was. So yeah, I don't like the window controls that they have by default. In every other release of Elementary I've used, I ended up installing a third-party tweak tool for changing the icons and the theme, and you could also change the window icon controls, make them like, right side, left side, change the order around. I also feel like the account integration is a little lacking. Only 3 plugins. Ubuntu has, Google, Outlook, all of the big ones are there. But the biggest problem I have is that they've dropped support for Aptana indicators. Now, this is something that's easily remedied on Ubuntu with a genome or GNOME shell extension. What are Ubuntu Ayatana app indicators? They are the way that we deal with, the system tray, which is in the top right here. So if we had like Dropbox, it's supposed to go there. Let's see. Alright, Remina. I know Remina does. I love Elementary's terminal. I don't know why, I just do. Alright. See, look, the tray icon is already enabled by default. And I think that the tray functionality gets moved down here with the icon, but it's still not the same. There is a workaround, but I'm not going to try and figure that out right now. But yeah, those are my major critiques of the operating system. I'm not currently using it. I actually don't have a laptop at the moment, but if I did, I'd probably just stick with Loki for now because it's just nothing that I really need. But overall, I think it's it's a good looking desktop. I still would say that Linux Mint is more easy for a new Linux user to figure out. So I don't know. I really don't know exactly. I mean, I know there's a lot of developers that like Elementary OS, and designers. I'm someone who does design. I like the way it looks. I think that looks matter. The user interface does matter to me. And Daniel Fiore is the leader of the Elementary project, and he originally was a graphics designer by trade. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. The icon. Smith doesn't have the icon for Remina in the... It was the right one down here, but it's missing up there. That's very strange. We also have the screenshot, which lets you do all these different things. It's an awesome built-in screenshot system. But yeah, that's my review. I think it's pretty good. I think you should check it out for yourself. There's a lot of people that love Elementary and a lot of people that are quick to judge it. But in my opinion, there's so many reasons that it just has so many little things about it that make it a joy to use. And it's a great operating system overall. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of Elementary OS. Let me let me know what you thought of the review. Did I leave anything out? Also, if I would love it if you would subscribe, like, leave a comment. All helps. And I'm Jay, and we'll see you in the next one.